actually like taking a 360 video.
Yeah, dude. It's a bomb. You know,
because I'm way into the cardboard thing, man. I've been showing so many people.
One of the things I've done is I've attached it to the fan, and I've built 3D printed a little mount, and I also 3D printed a mount for the AR drone.
Okay, yeah, the parrot.
All right, folks, I know you're all saying to yourself, how do I get in that cage and fight with some of these other guys? Well, it's really simple. I have a number of pilots who saw us fly at our first Maker Faire, went home, built the drone, came back the next year, and went right into the combat cage, ready to fight. It really doesn't take a lot of training. You do want to have lightning fast reflexes. You want to try to keep vertical supremacy over your opponents, especially if you're like this drone in the center of the ring right now that has actual weaponry hanging down from his mainframe. He's going to try to get above the opponents and just ease down till those, I think they're cables, they look like plastic-coated cables, get into the prop wash of the other drone. That will send them flying mercilessly to the ground. All right, now both of my opponents right now have the hanging obstacles. Jesse Gunn with the Micro Mini, Dr. Beaker with the lit-up, handmade carbon fiber drone with the red cables hanging from beyond. It's anything can happen, Dave. Both these drones have obstacles that the other one needs to avoid. The Micro Mini drone gets around pretty quick. But one glancing blow from Dr. Beaker and he is down. Upside down with a broken propeller. Good thing he has health insurance. Okay, we've started the 90-second clock. Jesse can get that drone back in the air in 90 seconds. We are talking about some game. As always, the Aerial Sports League would like to thank Maker Faire for bringing us out here. We come every year. We always have a blast. We're hoping to train 500, maybe 600 kids how to fly. My training directors have come all the way from New York City to teach kids how to fly. It's the amazing Jesse Gunn. He's flying that Micro Mini drone into combat absolutely fearlessly. One of the benefits of youth. And it looks like he's about to go toe-to-toe with an actual ASL Hero Action Sports Frame brought to you by the Aerial Sports League. The Aerial Sports League manufactures these frames because we really are the pioneers of drone combat, and we needed a frame that could really take the abuse and get back in the air. And so we designed the Hero. We make it in orange, we make it in clear. You can buy the clear one and decorate it any way you want. You can put lights inside it. You can paint it on the inside so the finish doesn't scrape off and go right and do battle. Now it looks like we've got Dr. Beaker, we've got the big green machine, and we have a standard Hero clear action frame. He's very clear. His direction is clear. And there's 4 in the air and 2 go down. The more drones in the air, the more likely it is you're going to see some shrapnel fly. All right, folks. It's the Green Machine versus Dr. Beaker. It's anything can happen day. It's the Aerial Sports League Combat Arena. Oh, mommy, that hurts. I'm going to need a Band-Aid. Oh, he broke a prop. All right, we've started the 90-second clock. He has 90 seconds to get his drone back in the air. "90 seconds doesn't seem like much time, but I have seen pilots swap out all 4 propellers and a battery in about 60 seconds. All right, folks, inside the combat arena, we start a 5-minute clock at the start of each match. That clock stops during the 90-second fix-it time. The opponent starts with 3 points, each opponent. Every time you hit the ground and are unable to lift back off, you lose a point. When you get to 0 points, you have lost the match. So everybody has 3 strikes and must stay in the air. I got 3 in the air, oh, and 1 down. If you hit the ground and cannot lift off or get caught on the net, it will cost you a point. There we go. Into the net. I believe we have a winner. No, he's going to right his drone, he's going to get back in the air, let the battle continue. And it looks like we have a new contestant entering the ring. That's right. This is the amazing Sparky von Kornblatt. He's not allowed to compete. He's like one of those guys that shows up in Vegas and they say, oh, I'm sorry, sir. No, you're going to have to leave the tables. That's the amazing Mark Kornblatt, the inventor of the Hero Action Frame and the Aerial Sports League. Look for him on Wikipedia and in an encyclopedia near you. All right, I got 1 in the air and 1 that just doesn't seem to be able to lift off. Nope, I'm mistaken. There are 2 in the air, 2 in battle. Prop to prop, tip to tip, toe to toe, mano a mano. It's the amazing Aerial Sports League Combat Arena. Oh, yes, you got to stay away from that I-beam. That was brutal. All right, the contestant's going out into the middle of the field to right his drone. Doesn't look like he lost any props. Oftentimes, there's just a couple of seconds while the brain of the drone reconfigures and gets those motors running flat. Oh! He is about to catch his own tether. It's right up there near his props. Oh, and, no, he's down. I think he broke just enough of one propeller to not be able to fly level. Oftentimes, oh, look at that. Look at that. I think we're going to call that one the Rainbow Warrior. And I think you want to stay clear of that. Oh, wait a minute. And there's 1 drone left standing.